Hey Tawala, Sboo here, the cab driver. I'm driving this guy and my phone is buzzing. I'm like, these loan reminders. He says, bro, with a Nedbank personal loan, you can consolidate your loans into one payment with one interest rate. It's a loan that pays you back. I say, a loan that pays me back. That's different.
Consolidate multiple loans into one affordable monthly payment. Apply for your personal loan at netbank.co.za or at any Nedbank branch today. T's and C's apply. Nedbank is an authorized FSP and registered credit provider. See money differently. Nedbank.
Lead yourself. Lead SA.
Today is International Nurses Day, and the National Department of Health will be leading a national campaign under the theme Nurses, a Voice to Lead Health for All to mark International Nurses Day. Join me on the line, and to celebrate the wonderful profession of nursing is Christal Bastian, who's been working in this industry for 27 years and now is the Assistant Manager for Nursing at Red Cross Children's Hospital. Sister Bastian, thank you very much for joining us, and happy International Nurses Day to you.
Thank you very much. Well appreciated.
What does this day mean to you as a nurse and to nurses the world over?
I think this is a special day for us as nurses because we dedicate our lives to serve our patient. And we want to celebrate Nurses Day to all nurses out there with the dedication in their heart that they deliver care to the patients that is been given to us, that we care from the bottom of our hearts, and also with competency that we care for our patient. I think Nurses Day is important for me because we are the backbone of the Department of Health, and we want to serve our nurses with pride and with dignity.
We cannot stress enough the fact that you are indeed the backbone of the Department of Health. There are many, many health facilities across the country, and you will always find a nurse. You may not always find a doctor, but you will always find a nurse in that facility.
Yes, that's true, because we are at the bedside from birth up until the patient is dying, and we are very privileged, and therefore I think we are the ambassadors in terms of patient care.
You also contributed significantly to setting up the #network program to get skills needed to ensure nursing procedures are done safely and with minimal risk to patients. Tell us about that program and what made you contribute in the way that you did.
I think we started off seeing the deficit in terms of our training and also our training gap. And therefore it was needed that we need to create a space for nurses to update themselves with the latest policies and the latest technique, and also to keep them competent in terms of the nursing performance. So therefore this particular time frame was being dedicated to nurses so that they can upskill themselves to ensure that they give the best treatment to our patient within the scope of practice, and also to keep them in line with the continuous professional development that is needed as a nurse before she can practice. So therefore it was a much needed program for us to introduce to our nurses, by our nurses, for our nurses.
There was certainly an outcry when the nursing colleges around the country were being closed down or downgraded in some way or the other. I remember my aunt is a nurse, and she trained decades ago, and she went through, I think, a 2-week or 2-month course before going to train at Baragwanath in Johannesburg, and that's where she actually learned the act of nursing. Are you pleased then by the plans by private hospitals particularly to bring back that notion of internship and having nurses training on the floor?
I think it is important that our nurses also needs to be qualified in terms of the curriculum that we are following, and in terms of the complexity of patients that we serve nowadays. So we need to equip ourselves via the training colleges as well as the practical platforms within different hospitals to ensure that we deliver the best care for our patients.
And what are you going to be doing today, Christal, to mark Nurses Day?
We will be celebrating Nurses Day with the devotional services at Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital. We will also be recite our pledge again and give something for the nurses to feel comfortable with and also something to eat. But the most important thing is we will devote ourselves to the service of humanity so that we can deliver the best care for our patients.
Sister Christal Bastian, thank you very much indeed for your time this morning. Deputy Manager of Nursing at Red Cross Children's Hospital. Happy International Nurses Day. It's 7 o'clock.
Hey Tawala, Sbu here, the cab driver. I'm driving this guy and my phone is buzzing. I'm like, these loan reminders. He says, bro, with a Nedbank personal loan, you can consolidate your loans into one payment with one interest rate. It's a loan that pays you back. I say a loan that pays me back. That's different.
Consolidate multiple loans into one affordable monthly payment. Apply for your personal loan at netbank.co.za or at any Nedbank branch today. T's and C's apply. Nedbank is an authorized FSP and registered credit provider. See money differently. Nedbank.